A bell signifying the start of the summer holidays.
But not everyone's as excited as students and teachers. The 6-week break brings unwanted childcare costs and higher food prices during a cost of living crisis. Through a study in my local county in Oxfordshire, I'm going to ask how severely parents' pockets gets pinched and what can be done to ease the economic summer strain. My name's Jack Hunter and this is Get Me to September.
The summer break is ingrained into British folklore. The 6 weeks off for school kids over July and August dates back to the 19th century and it offers a chance for them to recharge their batteries and enjoy more time with the family. Memories of sandcastles, ice creams and fairgrounds can last a lifetime, and whether you're going all out or just dipping your toes in, holidays are for everyone. However, for some, holidays aren't a priority during summer. With the government announcing early this year that children living in low-income households is on the rise, some are just focusing on putting food on the table throughout the 6 weeks. Government websites state that households are described as low income if they live on less than 60% of the average UK household's disposable income, which stands at £32,000 according to the Office of National Statistics. This means those with an income of £19,000 or less meet this category.
And it's children from low-income families like these who receive at least one free, hot, nutritious meal a day whilst at school. Currently, those who receive government subsidies, such as a job seekers allowance or universal credit, are eligible for the scheme, which feeds over 2 million school kids every day. But what happens when the summer holidays roll around?
Well, that's a question which has been asked many times over the past few years. Inconsistent messages from authorities, such as the decision not to extend the holiday food scheme, which footballer Marcus Rashford brought to publicity in 2020, means that there isn't one rule for everyone. Instead, the support you get is based on where you live. Local councils have had the freedom to decide whether to make support available to families during the summer holidays. This can come in the form of a supermarket voucher or locations where children can turn up and eat for free once a day. With my local council in Oxfordshire stating that during school holidays the equivalent of free school meals would be offered, I wanted to find out just how well low-income families are able to cope during the break and what can be done to support them further. My first visit to try and answer this was to Cherwell Collective, a non-profit organisation whose food larder and cafe is free to the local community. They feel they've had to take it into their own hands to support kids this summer.
We're running a free school meals programme and we're distributing to 6 different schools as part of the elite summer camps. Every day we prep a main meal and then also potato and beans, fresh veg, whole fruit and then a dessert as well. It's just a way to support the kids that would normally be getting free school meals during the term time but in the holidays. And it's normally at least 100 kids a day every weekday, and we're doing that for 5 weeks this summer.
I do feel the financial pinch over the summer holidays because I work full time, but I've actually got 6 weeks off because it's the summer holidays, so I'm not earning at the moment, and so everything I have to do, I have to think how much packed lunches do I have to take out with me and what have you? Can I afford to, go out and get more food? So we come here, but sometimes there's less and less stuff on offer, but then you appreciate anything that you can get hold of. It'd be wonderful if they had a bit more support because I don't feel like they get enough support at all.
At the moment we're really struggling because we're split between 3 different locations because the rent is so high here. It's a real struggle finding the money. Obviously, I know that a lot of charities and not-for-profit organisations face the same problems.
Stuff in for us which we've put away.
And another non-profit organisation available to low-income families is the Emergency Food Bank in East Oxford, known as SEF. Their focus is on providing immediate relief to those who are in desperate need.
We're really looking to help people who find themselves in a crisis and haven't got enough money to go and buy food, and that can be for all sorts of reasons, whether it's some sort of family crisis, job loss, benefit delays, health, all these things happen to all of us. And the food bank can provide food immediately as long as someone is referred to us.
And similar to Cherwell Collective, They too have started their own initiative to ease the struggle of feeding children through the summer.
We've run for many years a thing we call the holiday scheme. We contact all the schools who know their children and the families that are on free school meals. So we contact them to say that if any of they're worried about any of their families, because they know them quite well, about the managing through the summer holidays. As long as they refer them, they can refer them 4 times over the summer holidays, so they can come in enough food really to feed those children and for the 6 weeks.
Childcare support is different, however. Government funding has contributed to holiday camps which provide daycare for more than 380,000 children a year, according to HMRC records. Club Zone, an activity camp focusing on outdoor sport, is one which has benefited from it.
Club Zone is a company that provides activity club, especially when it's holiday. Families with a difficult background, giving them the chance to come here for free and provide lunch and making them feel safe is very, very special, especially in times where it's holidays and parents need to go work and you don't want to leave children at home with maybe grandparents who are very old and they are not able to help or just at home alone. The company works hand to hand with the councils, so I'm quite happy with it at the minute.
It definitely helps with the whole long 6 weeks of summer holidays. My daughter likes it. It's a bit of like routine because they get out of the routine of school.
What do you think the government could do to potentially help out parents more who might be struggling to find childcare?
Well, first of all, the government's supposed to fund the clubs like you are guys providing for children, and I think that will be enough for all of us parents. That will be enough support, opportunity to have places like that to send the children, because as far as I'm concerned, it's not many of them around, and if they are, the spaces are very limited and they are expensive.
I think school holidays are too long, and for me personally, because I couldn't take all this time off work, I finished work in July, ready for the school holidays. So I just kept him into this club, so I could. So he still got the routine, but then we could go home and do other activities as well.
An official petition to reduce school holidays got less than 250 signatures earlier this year. However, media outlets seem to believe that a 4-week break is the answer to easing summertime stress. Of course, this is something teachers would have to be on board with also.
So there's been calls about reducing the summer holidays from 6 weeks to 4 weeks. What are your thoughts on that?
The 6 weeks is a long time. Many children, I hate this word, but go backwards over the 6 weeks in the summer, and you take ages then nurturing them when they come back or supporting them with their academic progress. If it was only a 4-week summer holiday, it's easier to kind of look after the families in 4 weeks. It's harder when it's 6 weeks. So I think it would work for families again because they wouldn't have those anxieties coming up to each break thinking, oh my God, 6 weeks, what are we going to do for 6 weeks? 4 weeks sounds a lot more achievable.
Since getting into power, Keir Starmer's new Labour government have remained tight-lipped on whether any changes will be made to holiday help in the future. Support for families is available, but is it able to continue under its current format? This is a question Labour will need to answer by the time the final bell for summer rings again.